You were built by your Creator to have life and to flow in His life in community with other believers. If you think about it, go here with me for just a minute, that God has always existed in relationship. Father, Son, and Spirit, always in relationship. At the center of the universe is a relationship. And out of that relationship, you and I are being brought in, not just as little solo creatures, but as a group of people. And that we are, Jesus prayed for us to be one as He and the Father are one. And so in this kind of dynamic relational context, we receive the fullness of who God is. We receive the fullness of who Father, Son, and Spirit are. We receive the fullness through the community of faith, through other believers. And so that makes this worship idea, worshiping and the horizontal aspects of worship that we talked about yesterday, all the more powerful, all the more meaningful. That as we were singing yesterday, and I hope that you noticed that, and if you were not, if this is something outside of, you're listening from the outside of our faith community, go back and listen to our and watch our Sunday service. After the message, the worship time that we had and singing the blessing to each other was so powerful. I had people come up to me after and say, that was the most powerful worship service I've ever been in before. That there's speaking to each other in psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs, that as we do that, the power and the presence and the resources of God flow into us. That's the way it's designed. That's not just supposed to be the way that it is on a very special Sunday service, though yesterday was very special. It's not designed that way. In fact, it's designed so that all the time that God's resources flow into you through others. It's God's resources flowing into you through others. God's resources flowing into you through others. And it happens so brilliantly, so beautifully, so seamlessly, so profoundly in the worship context, where we are singing both to God and we're singing to each other as well. We're singing with each other, we're singing to each other, we're singing to our own souls, we're preaching the gospel to our own souls. And as we do all of these things together, the life of God flourishes in us.